Okay, guys, we have Cookies and Crutches, Pee Wee Scouts, part 3, Judy Dalton. Okay. Root Bear to the rescue. When the cookies were done, Mrs. Peters gave one to each scout. Said Molly. These are good cookies. The cookies were warm and soft. The chocolate chips were melted and ran down the scout's fingers. See if you can make good cookies too, said Mrs. Peters. Be sure your mother is home. Be careful when you use the stove. Mrs. Peters passed out papers. There were recipes for how to make the cookies. Pee Wee cookies. Here's the recipe. 3/4 cup brown sugar. 3/4 cup white sugar. 1 cup butter. 2 eggs. 2 teaspoons vanilla. Mix well. Then add 1 teaspoon baking soda. 1 teaspoon salt. 2 cups flour, 1 cup oatmeal, 2 cups cornflakes, 1 package chocolate chips, 8 ounces, 1/2 cup nuts. Drop small spoonfuls of dough on greased cookie sheet. Bake at 350 degrees for 12 minutes. Let's make cookies together at my house, Mary Beth said to Molly. Can we make cookies together? Asked Molly. Yes, said Mrs. Peters. You can work together. It was time for Scouts to end. Everyone said the Pee Wee pledge. Pee Wee pledge. We love our country and our home. Our school and neighbors too. As Pee Wee Scouts, we pledge our best in everything we do. Then they put their coats on to leave. Let's make our cookies now, said Mary Beth on the way home. No, they'll be stale by next Tuesday. Let's make our cookies now, said Mary Beth on the way home. No, they'll be stale by next Tuesday, said Molly. Let's make them Monday after school. The next day was Wednesday. During recess, Mary Beth walked up to Sonny. We're making our cookies together, she told him. We are too, said Sonny. Aren't we, Roger? I suppose, said Roger. He was thinking of how warm and soft those cookies were. He remembered that Mrs. Peters said, if boys could eat, boys could cook. It made sense. At 3 o'clock the next Monday, the girls hurried to Mary Beth's house. When they got there, Mary Beth's mother had chocolate chips ready. She had flour and sugar and eggs out. The oven is on, Mrs. Kelly said. I'll be upstairs. Call me if you need me. We will, said Mary Beth. Mary took the paper out of her pocket. It had the cookie recipe on it. Measure the flour, she said. Mary Beth measured the flour. She poured it into the bowl. Molly measured the butter into another bowl. She put an egg in too. They both did just what it said on the paper. Mary Beth stirred it, and then Molly. There is something the matter, said Mary Beth. Molly looked into the bowl.